The funnest thing about my job is I usually get the first pass, which is that there aren't any sculptures. There's no other vision of this thing. Sometimes there are storyboards, but in a lot of times there aren't even storyboards. So really it's kind of thrown into me, what would it look like? As simple as that. I really wanted it to feel like, it had that sort of viciousness, that sort of intensity. And I mean, in a way, it's a good monster movie. It sometimes can be a very odd process because you do somewhat envision it in your head, but unfortunately, everything looks cool in your head. But when you start to put it on paper, a lot of times it doesn't look as cool as you thought. So it's a real evolution process. I'll draw this realistic sort of Thomas Hayden Church, and then I'll respond to it. I'll tear it apart. I'll sort of destroy it, reform it, destroy it, and it's a really fun process to see how far you can take it. And then once you find it, then you can kind of just run with it and just go crazy. My name is E.J. Hrisor, and I'm the illustrator. My specialty is to really ground a design or an illustration in something that could work in the real world. With someone like Venom, we all really wanted to see was this just unbridled rage and intensity. Sam was adamant that this was Spider-Man's black image. In fact, the word that he would always say to me over and over and over again is tension. I want everything to feel tense. Traditionally, Venom doesn't have a web on his costume. But again, it's a real world thing. When you're making something in the real world, you have seams, you have things that need to be covered. And the webbing just kind of came out. And then it became this whole thing, oh yeah, this could be, what if the webbing was very vicious? What if it looked like it was gripping him? What if you really felt the pain of this thing on him? Maybe this webbing is since it's alive, it actually will pull Venom, so that he can actually move faster than Spider-Man.